Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached. This is the card we're going to be doing today. It's for a man's birthday. I normally don't put sentiments in it, but this one is spoken for. So I put something in it, but the one I'm going to be demonstrating, I won't be putting it in. So I used Wildlife Wonder, the wolf. I used this stamp from Grassy Grove. I used the Happy Birthday from Artistically Inked because it's very plain, no fancy script. It's perfect for a man. And I used the Grove dies, this tree one. I did this. I don't know if I'm going to continue with it. Some I have, some I haven't, but I outlined every one of my dies so I know where each die goes, which is kind of a nice idea because when you take it off, you don't know where it goes. So this way, it fits right in there. Well, if you get it on properly, it does, like that. So it just helps to stay organized, and I like organization. And I did use the Fern 3D embossing folder, but I only did this piece here. Now, if you want to do the whole thing, you will have to do the Happy Birthday first and then do it. You cannot do it in reverse order because it would be too bumpy to do that. So we'll get everything out of here and we will get going. This too. So there's that Fern embossing folder. I hope you can see it. It just adds a little bit of something to it that I really like. Now this is 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 4.5 and 5.5. This is only an inch. So, and then I scored it, and then I burnished it. I took and burnished it. This is called a book fold. And I put the tearaway tape on here. And what I did is I got my linen thread and I put here this way. Started this and I went around 2 full times. And then I came and put it underneath everything. And I want this towards the top. You can put it in the center if you want, but I want it towards the top so it doesn't look symmetrical with everything. There. And I pulled this apart and pulled this one apart, and that's about the perfect spot for it. And it's basically right in the center. Now I take my pokey tool and I made sure that this was sticking down, and then I went underneath the edge and I pull it off, and I do the same thing with the other side. You probably can do only one side, this side here, but I like to have my cards down firm, and then I just push this down here and it's stuck. It's not going to come up at all. Now I have lots of paper here. I have one that goes here so that I can do my wolf on here, my clouds and my grass. But I also want this to be put on a little bit bigger piece of white so that it shows white around the edge, and it just makes it pop a little bit with the white there. And I just figured it was so much easier to do this with the background stuff, because I put grass down here and I didn't want to get it on the 1/8 of an inch that goes around, the extra. Well, it'd be a 16th of an inch on each side, but I just didn't want that on this piece. I wanted it perfectly white. So if you don't care, then you don't need this one. You can just use this larger one, but I just like the pure white behind. And it's white cardstock. It's not that expensive, so there we go. Now what I did, oh, I don't think I cleaned this. I better clean it. I got so much stuff out here. Oh my word. My granddaughter got into my stuff and I had to clean it all out. There, that's better. Because I don't want any ink going down here. So what I am doing is I am placing that in the, this is what I'm doing. I'm placing this without the block, and you make sure it's lined up. And then I'm taking a pencil and very gently I'm going around it. This doesn't leave a big mark. As you can see, you can hardly see it, but I can see it. So I know where this goes, so I get in the area that I want it to get in. So then I take this, ink it up, and then I go in the area that I normally put my head in the way, but that works out good. See? Now I will let that dry. I don't know if you can see it, but it just has a little edge around it. There's my eraser. So I just take the eraser and take the ink off, or the pencil off. There we go. Now I use my, this is from a dye, Basic Dyes, I think it's called. And I use my Balmy Blue, and I use my blending brush. These are the small blending brushes. You can buy them through my online store, through Stampin' Up. I like the big ones, but these give you the detail a little bit easier than the large ones. The large ones cover a larger area, so it makes it kind of nice. But I want a thin area of clouds. I don't want a large area of clouds. So I use the small ones. And you just go back in circles till you get it the color you want it. And then I'm going to come through here, give it a different look, because this has always been over here. And then I'm coming here with this one, because it's always over here, so it's different when I put it over here. There. I hope you can see it's very, very light. Now, this is my shaded spruce, and I'm taking my green. I have them marked. I have a green, I have blue, I have them for all the different colors. And then I'm coming in here and I'm coloring. I'm trying to go around the wolf and the rock. Just like that. Then I'm taking this grass and I'm going around the wolf, and then I'm doing down here so that it's coming up onto the rock. Now I'm finished with this. There we go. And see how that shows up nicely. So now I'm taking my blending brushes, and I only use 4 blending brushes. This is a light gray granite, and I'm doing the whole rock in light gray granite. There's a little bit between his legs, and then right on the edges. So there's actually not that much coloring to do. And then I took my Crumb Cake and I kind of went all over everything else except for the legs. Where they're white, I kept them white. I just wanted contrast. And then I'm going to take my light Pecan Pie and go over top of this, and it kind of shows a variation in color that it really looks pretty with. And you haven't done that much work. And this is my light basic black, and then I'm just going to darken some of these parts on it so that it looks like the wolf. And it's like whatever you want to do. You don't, on the inside and the envelope, you don't even have to color it if you don't want to. But it didn't, I don't think it took that long to color that. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to spend the time. Now I am using, oh, sorry. My knee's bothering me today. It's been raining here, so yeah, everything weather related. So I'm quickly putting some glue on these spots all over so that, because I like it to be glued down. I don't like things, like certain things they can fly in the breeze, but as long as it can't come off, then I'm okay with it. But it needs to be down so that it doesn't have a chance to get caught or anything like that. So now I'm just gonna flip this over and putting it down. Like that. Isn't that pretty? And that easy. Very, very easy. So put that aside. And now I'm going to glue this and all I do is I lift it up. You can put this down first if you want, but I forgot. I got ahead of myself. So it's easy to fix. I'm showing you how to fix it. Just like that. And where's my ribbon scissors? I have to hide them. Like that. And that goes in the garbage. And I put those away. And then this goes on this. Going, something's wrong here. Oh, wrong one. That's the inside one. That's much better. Putting this on here, and it does that. I'm here. Look. I stand out. See how it pops it? Now what I'm going to do, yeah, I am going to put my happy birthday on this. This is the new tray that you can get through Stampin' Up. We had one years ago and then they discontinued it, but now you can get it in a kit, and you get tweezers, the brush, the embossing powder, a buddy, and this tray. And the Bossy Buddy, you just go over the area that you want to emboss. And then I put things away right away because it's just easier for me. Now, because I'm going to be doing this upside down because it's just easier to have it closer to me so that I can see what I'm doing and I don't have my head in the way, because there is a glare. and my head. You can't see through my head. So there we go. Now always close up your Versamark because you're going to be putting your embossing powder on top, and you do not want the embossing powder to get into your Versamark. Just like that. Now I'm just gonna close this up because for me it's an accident waiting to happen. Put this aside. I keep everything in here so that I always have it handy when I go to use it. Now I should have had my heat tool heating up so that it's easier to do. Well, it's not easier to do, but it goes faster if I have it there. So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to stamp my wolf on my inside piece and my envelope. Now my envelope, I always keep, or I don't always keep, but I always put a piece of paper inside it so that the blends won't blend through onto the other side of the envelope. That would not be a good idea. Okay, hopefully this is warmed up and it won't take very long. And you just gently go. Don't be going like this. Just aim it off the heat. The heat goes over top of the embossing, and then it just starts going quickly. I've had ladies that go in circles for 5 minutes, it seems, to get it to turn, and they're going like this. So you're hardly getting it on there, but like this, you're getting it. It's turning the white or whatever color, and it's done. And it always bends because of the heat, but that's no big deal. So then we'll take this and we'll glue this down. And get this. Right like that. And see, it just opens up and you have a small little area here. It's not the same big area that you normally have. So I'm going to quickly do this again because I didn't do it ahead of time, which I should have. But I don't have to do the one on the envelope, just the one on the inside. That's all that matters. And you go around the paws. Make sure you got them. That's done. Quickly with the crumb cake, light crumb cake. With the light pecan pie, and I did the tail on that with the pecan, and then I put it around the face just to emphasize the face a little bit, and then on its chest here.
Now I'm going to take the light basic black, and then I'm just going to do a few little spots so it darkens it up and just makes this wolf pop. That's why. That's light gray granite. It's not doing anything. That's better. I'm thinking, what in the, why is it not going dark? I get my glasses in a week plus. I am quite excited. Maybe I will be able to see better. I hope. And now this is going on the inside because I always like to put the verse to suit the person. And if I give the card away just as a gift, they can, oh, wrong one. That already has one. Then they can decide what verse they want. There. So what do you think? I'm going to use that envelope. So do you like my card? I think I kind of like this fold. It just is a unique fold, and it's nice for a guy. I think he will like this. And hopefully somebody that you know will like this too, because we have so many men in our lives and we have to give them a card. And I find that a lot of men like wolves. A lot of women do too. But I thought this was kind of special for the one that I'm going to give it to. It's not his birthday yet, so I don't want to say anything just in case somebody catches on, and I want it to be a surprise for him. Thank you so much for being here, for spending time with me. It means so much to me. You have no idea. Thank you for the comments. I so appreciate them. So if you could like, share, comment, let me know where you're watching from. I love to hear all the different the different countries and the different states. That I find that very very cool. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. Bye now.